What would your advice be for a young couple young couple looking to buy a house? We're in no rush, but are in a good position to do so. Is it worth waiting until the pandemic is over? So that it's a good sort of segue into the next section of what we wanted to talk about, first-time buyers. I mean, Verona, what's your view on that particular question?
So I think a couple of things I would say on that. You need to be super clear about what it is you're looking for in your property. So if, make a list of what your deal breakers are in your property. And if you're in a really good position, you're not in a rush, it puts you in a really strong position. So what do you want to pay for it? Get a good advice from a mortgage broker in advance so that you know that you'll be able to balance the cost of your new property along with the lifestyle that you want to lead. As you're still a young couple, that's really, really important. Don't put yourself under so much stress in the early days just to own your own property. So I think, make a list of what the deal breakers are, what you're looking for, how much you can afford to pay, etc. And then always be on the lookout for the right property. It puts you in a brilliant position if you're not in a rush, you're not forced into it, you're not having a baby, you're not having, there's no reason from a work perspective you need to move. It puts you in a great position. So be very clear about that. And then get yourself listed with as an applicant with estate agents or for notifications on the online portals to bring properties. Feed in what you're interested in, and then they will flag to you the properties that match your criteria. And on that basis, you'll see then, and you'll get a very good idea of what's on the market against your criteria. It is, and this goes back to what we've both been saying all along this evening. Property is a long-term investment. You may save a few £1,000s if you buy in a rush today in terms of stamp duty, but you may also pay over the odds. So if you're in this for the longer term, you don't need to rush. Yeah. It will ebb and flow. It will ebb and flow. What you save here, you may have to pay on a higher interest rate, or you may have to put more of a deposit in. Whenever the right property comes along, go for the right property. It's a long-term investment. You're probably going to be in it for 5 to 7 to 10 years. So don't rush into it, would be my guidance.